Darth Urban says, remember how I complained about you playing Neo 3? Don't, it's trash. For me, Neo 3 is just going to be more of the same, if not, oh, they added one new element like it's an open world now, but it's just another Souls-like, and I'm tired of them. I would play so many other genres of games before I would play a Souls-like right now, unless it's really an official FromSoft game. I'm just tired of Souls-likes. I think the formula has become played out.
You know what I mean.
All right. So a few things. It looks like a few people in chat are saying, why don't I play Neo 3? And I've already explained it. I'll explain it again very briefly. Neo 1 I played. I think the playthrough did fine because it was the first kind of almost official Souls-like spin-off when you really think about it. It really was the first major one, okay? So it had some notoriety because of that, and it was quite challenging and a fun thing to watch. Neo 2, not so much. Neo 2 actually did not do very well. Oh, let me save the game and try this optional fight again. Neo 2 did not do very well. When this was many years ago, Neo 2, actually, everyone complained that it was boring, that it was more of the same, that people were tired of it, and it was just too repetitive, and it was too long. And even though I toughed my way through it and I beat it, people didn't like it. The whole second half of the playthrough barely got attendance or support, and everyone complained the entire time.
Thank you to the person who sent me all the advice. Some people in the stream chat are yelling and screaming, go fuck yourselves. Seriously, I mean that. I'm tired of it. So, I played the game, honestly, up to this point, using everything I've learned. I'm still succeeding. I'm winning. Someone gives me a little bit of advice, says, Phil, just tweak what you're doing a little bit more. It'll make the game, a little bit easier for you. Try these different things. Okay, I'll try them. You took advice. You fucker. You did it. Fuck off.
Now Neo 3 is out. Do you really think that the third one after the second one that already failed and people didn't like is going to do better than the second one? No, it's not. It's going to be the same thing. I'll buy it. We'll play it 1 to 2 streams. Everyone will be bored and complain. So I'm not wasting my time. It's that simple. Okay? I'm not even saying it's a bad game. Yeah, exactly, bro. And he says, supposedly it's a good game. I'm not even saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying I've already tried this game. Like, I've already played it. The second one didn't work. Why on earth would the third one work? You know what I mean? Okay, folks. So, let's take a brief break. I'm just going to run downstairs and make a coffee quickly. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to continue on. Now, we have had no support whatsoever since I started playing Dragon Quest VII. Nothing. Every piece of support has come in since before I started playing. So, can we get some support for Dragon Quest VII? Again, if you like JRPGs, you like chill vibes, you want to relax with me during these afternoons when I play this game, I do need people to support the playthrough. I can't have an afternoon where I make 20 bucks. So, anything appreciated, whether it's a super chat, a tip, something on Kick. We have 0 support on Kick today. 0.
Literally 0.
And already, I can say, yesterday was an awful support day on Kick. Anything appreciated. Kicks or a sub, anything. All right? So I'll be right back with a coffee. We'll play for another hour. Then I'll probably go on my real break. And then we'll probably play for another hour. Okay? So I'll be right back. I'm just going to let the music play out because it's nice. There's no point. Because it's only going to be like a minute or 2. So I'll be right back. Okay? All right. Alright guys, let's continue. So, I'm going to play, like I said, my wife will probably be home in about an hour. And then I'll go on the real break with her. And then after that, probably another hour. We'll see what happens, but, you know me, I'm honest. I'm disappointed. I like this game a lot. It's chill fun. I wish that people would come by and hang out with me and enjoy an RPG. Instead, everyone just sits here, complains, and asks for Neo 3, which isn't going to work, because we already fucking played the first 2, and they didn't work. So, what it is right now, there's not a lot going on in the realm of games. Can we be honest? There's not. The stuff that's coming out is more small time, nothing major focus, nothing huge AAA that's really hitting it or working. Neo 3 comes out, it's a AAA game. Oh, play Neo 3. No, it's a waste of time. Sitting on here on stream, screaming at me, demanding I play other games, like, oh, I want to see Phil play Code Vein. I want to see Phil play Astral Chain. Why is he playing that? Why is he playing Wily Wars? Why is he playing old games? Why is he doing... Shut the fuck up. Alright? It's a game I buy, play it twice, have to drop it. This, at least, people ask me to give it a shot. I am. It looks like it's not going to work. Can we be honest? I don't think it's going to work. Here we are, an hour into the game. I received 0. Nothing for the game at all. So we have another 2 hours, basically, to see if people will actually support Dragon Quest VII. I'm going to keep playing it and hopefully enjoying it. But this might be the final stream of it, and it sucks if it is. You know? It does suck if it is, you know. There's nothing I can do. And at this point, to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to try RPGs anymore. I might just be like, well, RPGs just don't really work unless it's a humongous major one. And even then, remember Final Fantasy VII that I tried 2 years ago did not work. So it might just be that, sadly, the audience for RPGs just isn't my audience anymore. They went away. And that's sad to think, because I love RPGs, man, but I can't make people show up for them. I certainly can't make people watch them, and I can't make people support them. Can't. Nothing I can really do about it, right? Sucks, right? All right, well, let's continue. Here we go. Someone took the $1.50, says, can we swap to Deadlock? We're not swapping, but if this ends up not working today, I guess we're done, and it sucks. Like, I like the playthrough to make this very clear to everyone. I like this game. I love classic JRPGs, but everyone who's attending is just sitting here complaining. Seriously. There's a few people who seem to be liking it in YouTube chat, which is nice. It's appreciated to have a few people who are here for the game they like. But in general, everyone on Kick is complaining. Most people on YouTube are complaining. And no one is supporting. So yeah, it's failing. And I don't know what to say. Like, this is a fully rebuilt game from the ground up. Gorgeous graphics, right? Gameplay elements are sound compared, turn-based RPG. I don't know what to tell you guys. I just don't seem to have the audience for these games anymore. It sucks. I like this game. I really do. No one's even tagging me or talking to me. It's all troll shit. Dumb shit, complaining about the game and saying dumb shit instead of acting like they're older than 5 years old. So it's kind of hard to enjoy myself when I don't have an interactive audience that wants to chill, but instead just wants to bitch. No one, like literally no one is talking to me. Everyone's having their own conversations about bullshit. What are you talking about? Dab Hands, you're one of the few who are being positive today, just so you know. He says, I love Dragon Quest across the board, but I just can't afford to support it. And I understand that. At least you're here, and you're talking positively, and we're chilling, right? And that's very much appreciated. Seriously. Gordon Cole Ages says, I like the game, but I think that it's not the most fun game to watch, and most RPGs suffer from this problem. Listen, Dragon Quest XI, I played and was able to play the entirety of the game in full, had a great time with the audience, everyone chilled and relaxed, and enjoyed. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't get it because it's completely inconsistent. You could say, oh, well, RPGs just don't work. Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. I don't get it. It's always inconsistent. I can never plan around it. I never know if I can play one or not. I always question it. I told you guys I questioned if I was going to be able to play this, and now here we are. And it's dead already. Right? It's friggin' dead. It sucks. I don't want it to be dead. I want to have fun. I want to chill with you guys, but no one will even talk about the game. No one will even talk to me in a normal conversation. It's just bitching. And it pisses me off. So this isn't it? No. What the hell is the Shoreside Shrine? What are they talking about? Dab Hands, I know. He says, I love JRPGs on this channel. If you ever get back to Metaphor, Suikoden 2, or even Lost Odyssey, I'd be here with bells on. Yeah, and I appreciate you being here for RPGs. But, so... Dab Hands, you're here, you like the game. Gordon Cole is here, he says he likes the game, right? But you guys can agree, you see what I'm saying, that the majority of people in chat are complaining. It's not me making that up. And that we have $22 of support, out of which $1 arrived during the game. Right? So I'm not making this up. I'm not, this is reality. This is not Phil's lying and he's wage quitting and he's doing, Where the fuck is the Shoreside Shrine? What are they talking about? What is a Shoreside Shrine? It doesn't exist. Here? There's a shrine in this town?
Care, right? How long have we spent fixing it up now? 2 years? 3?
Thank you to Captain DCW who did a $5 super chat and says, this isn't much, but here you go. Hope you can continue playing. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate that, man. No, here's the truth. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Is there an audience for these games? Yes, there is. There is, because if there was no audience, I wouldn't have been able to play Clair Obscur. I wouldn't have ever been able to play a Yakuza game. I wouldn't have been able to play Suikoden 1 last year. I wouldn't have been able to play the original Dragon Quest XI. But here's what I think. The audience for these games come and go, and if there are more high-profile, prominent games like this, the audience tends to stay. If there's not, they tend to go. And there aren't always high-priority, high-profile RPGs like this, right? There just aren't. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. There's a lot of RPGs, but they're not always like the big ones, okay? And I think what's happened is, over the years, I've cultivated more of an audience where either you guys just want to see a weird game, a unique game, or hang out with me, rather than just a game that fits a formula. And this game 100% is fitting the classic JRPG formula. I just don't have a giant supportive audience of people who like this genre. And let's also be honest, I get troll support. Absolutely I do, right? And the trolls are not going to support this playthrough. The trolls will support playthrough where they feel like they're going to get clips. They're going to get some kind of a reaction out of me, emotion. This is more of a chill game. You're not going to get Phil Rages playing Dragon Quest VII. So you're never going to get any troll support either. So it's a factor of there just isn't a wide range of JRPG fans who are going to come by every one of these streams to support them. And I'm never going to get that element of the support that I get from those who like to see me get worked up. It's just a shame because I love this. And again, I still remember very much the Dragon Quest XI playthrough. One of my favorite I've ever done in my entire history as a YouTuber. It was lengthy, but we had regulars who came by every stream who supported them. We talked, we hung out, we treated it like a chill hangout stream atmosphere instead of it just being about the game. It totally worked. There were streams that were slow, don't get me wrong, but there were definitely awesome, amazing streams too. That's why I played it in its entirety and had such a great time with that playthrough, and I think it still stands out as one of the best RPGs I've ever played when it comes to an interactive audience and chill vibes and stuff like that. But I don't think that that's prominent anymore. You know what I mean? It seems like people are looking for other stuff, especially because that's not often that you see games like that. Like, I think Claire Obscure would have been the one from last year, but now here we are, and this is an older game being remade, and people don't get hyped for it. I can't make people show up. I just can't. You know, I don't know what else I could say. The attendance today on YouTube seems good, yet the chat's dead and everyone's complaining. Does that make sense? No. So how do you even know? How do I even know that half of these viewers aren't view bots right now? You know, everyone on Kick, there's not a single person on Kick today who said they like this game. Everyone is just sitting there complaining and saying to play other stuff. And there's nothing much I can even do about that, right? I can't. So, and for the record, these idiots in Kick Chat saying, why don't you fake tip yourself? Because I've never faked tip myself. You're just a bunch of fucking morons. Morons. Complete fucking morons. What a waste of everybody's time. If I faked tip myself, don't you think I would do it right now? I don't fake tip myself, you stupid idiots. I never have. You just made it up because you're jealous that I'm successful. Oh, I totally understand that. Productions of Man says people like to have streams like this in the background. I get that. Listen, and I get it. I like the chill vibe, but at the same time, if people are just having it in the background and don't talk or whatever, that's fine too. That's not really the issue. The issue is I need people to understand that I want to play this game, but you have to actually support it just like any other thing that I do. So, again, here I am playing it because people told me to get it. Like, no lie. People were like, are you playing Dragon Quest VII? It'd be great to play Dragon Quest VII. Are you going to get to play it? Like, well, I don't know if it's going to work. Because, you know, these RPGs aren't doing very well. And then people are, no, come on, you got to try. I was, all right, I'll give it a shot. Why not? Let's do it. And now here we are. You know, kind of like I kind of knew what was going to happen. I don't know why I always fall for it. Oh, Dola says, well, if this were a Street Fighter 6 stream, I would tip $50. So you're going to be here tomorrow night for Street Fighter 6 when I'm playing with Dalzim for the first time? Because that would be great. Well, here's the other thing, too. All right? Can we be honest here? So Dola just says, well, tomorrow night I can try, but I enjoy your Street Fighter 6 streams. So if you like Street Fighter 6, you like the content on the channel, you just don't particularly like this stream, right? Then why don't you support anyway? Because if you can't be here tomorrow night, at least say, hey, here's $50 just so you know. This is for Street Fighter 6 because I really like Street Fighter 6. Please keep it up. I think what is happening now is people are coming by specifically whenever they can, but then if they don't like a game I'm playing, oh, well, I'll support later, but then you don't show up for Street Fighter 6. You know? Just saying, like, that would help a ton if people would do that. But I just don't get it. I don't. I really don't. Oh, now here come the trolls. All right, goodbye. Here we go. Just because I said something that makes fucking sense, now the trolls come out and start insulting me. Look at this.
All right, here we go. Kurosawa Kid did 100-bit cheers. So what's the most expensive thing you still have in your house? The most expensive thing I still have in your house is this band that I'm giving you right now because you directly violated what I just said a million times, because it's priceless when I get to ban a piece of human shit who's trying to fuck with me. So fuck off and don't come back.
But that's not true. And Titan Ice Lab says, well, that makes the game sound like it's successful. If right now, if you're on this stream and you're watching me play this, you're like, man, this game isn't really what I like. I wish we were playing Street Fighter right now. Then tell me that and support and be like, hey, so I love your channel, I love your content. This game's just not for me, but hey, this is for what I like. Like, for example, this is what I just said the other day when we were playing Hellmart. A lot of people seemed to want me to play Hellmart, so I did, but then the stream didn't do particularly well. And I was like, well, then if you like Hellmart, support on another stream. Maybe you just couldn't make it to this stream. Support on another stream and say, hey, I like Hellmart. This is for Hellmart, right? Then I would know. But if you don't do that, how on earth would I know what you guys really like or don't? That's a good point. I need to know that. I need to know what people want. I need to know what people want to support. Not that I just take a million shots in the dark and people randomly support and then I don't know what's working and what's not, right? And yes, every fucking idiot over on Kick opened their big fat fucking mouths to complain, right? Yeah, I know. At least I agree with Titan Ice Lab there. On YouTube, at least I can talk with people and we can be like fair about it, matter of fact about it, and we can talk about stuff. On Kick, it's like talking to a bunch of animals half the time. I'm serious about that too. Like, on Kick, they just act like dicks on purpose. Like, oh, we can't actually talk about this. Immediately, everyone erupt with insults to Phil. Here we go. Thank you, Habib, for gifting a membership. That's actually our first membership of the entire stream. I appreciate that.
I haven't had a tip in like over an hour and a half, so thank you at least for something. I appreciate that. Been pretty slow today.
Well, everyone, if you are here on YouTube and you are enjoying the vibes of the stream, if you could like the stream for engagement purposes, I would appreciate it. That does help me, even if you don't like the game selection, all right? Liking the streams does give engagement and does have more people find the stream. So that'd be great if you could do that. So thank you for that. Then I received a $5 anonymous tip. And they said, you can read this if you want or not. I'll read it. I skimmed through it. It seems fine. So I got a $5 anonymous tip. And they said, sorry to see the stream is going slow today. I am enjoying Dragon Quest playthrough, although I'd like to see you play something that you genuinely enjoy and you're having fun playing. Chin up. Sorry that this isn't much. Again, I don't want anyone to ever apologize and say, oh, it's not much. Dude, anything on any stream is appreciated. Always. There is absolutely no reason ever to be like, oh, I'm sorry, it's not a lot. That's not the point. It's not. I'm not looking for someone to come in and drop hundreds of dollars. That's wild. I'd much rather have people come by and give a little, and it adds up because so many people are enjoying the content, you see? So you don't ever have to apologize, right? Okay? So, and I just leveled up. Now, I am enjoying myself. I like the game. What I'm not enjoying is that in general, the audience isn't enjoying the game. Like, it's one thing if I like a game, but if I see that my audience doesn't like it, that's disappointing to me. And that's what I'm seeing right here is that in general, the audience has been complaining all day about the game, saying, play anything else, this is boring, we don't like this. And that drives me nuts because, again, I grew up playing JRPGs, right? They're in my blood as a gamer. It's something that I want to do, and I've told you, everyone always said, if you had full control over your content, like if it weren't reliant on this as a job, right? What would you change about it? I would play more chill JRPGs. I love these fucking games, and I can't play them because I can't get an audience to come and engage and support them. I just can't, and I don't know what I can do to change that. What could I possibly have done differently today to make this stream appeal to a wider audience? The problem is, because of the bullshit attached to me on the internet, okay? The bullshit that I can't help, and you know I've tried my best to change, I've tried my best to improve, to make this a better atmosphere, to stop being toxic, to improve the setup, to do everything I possibly can to be a better creator, right? It doesn't matter. The stigma follows me no matter where I go and what I do. I can't shake it. So the people who want chill gameplay don't come to DSP Gaming. They come to DSP Gaming because they think there's going to be drama today. There's going to be trolling. There's going to be him raging at a game. And there's going to be this. I can't get the chill people to come watch, even though I'm making chill content. Do you see how frustrating that is for me? And that's something that's not in my control. It's not at all. There's nothing I can do about it. So all I can do is try to appeal to that audience and say, listen, if you guys do show up, I'll make the content that you like and you want. But, you know. And then Pepe says, you make $100,000 a year playing games. You're a fun. I make money playing games people support. That's how I'm able to make a living. Because I play the games that people will actually support. That's how it works. That's how you make a successful business. You don't run a restaurant selling food no one will pay for. Right? Same thing as a streamer. You have to stream the content people will pay for. You're telling me that I can't play this game. I don't know what else to do. Right? See, well, that's the problem. Lalafell says, well, maybe you should just enjoy the game and forget about, you know, income. I'm not at that discretion right now. Maybe if I were bigger, if I had thousands of viewers a stream, if I was making big bank on everything else that I was doing, then I could do that. But I don't. I'm a small-time dude. I mean, look, I have 200 viewers on YouTube, what, 100 on Kick, if that. You know, that's not me. I'm not giant immune to stuff. I don't make FU money. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I really am a working class streamer here. I'm happy and grateful that I make what I make, but that means I have to make intelligent decisions about what I stream, or else I can't keep this going. You know, it won't work. And I don't want that. I'd much rather be able to do what I love, even if it means I can't play every game that I love. In general, I'd like to at least be able to do what I love for a living.
I don't need to be Mr. Popular and be making $1 million and getting hundreds of thousands of views on every video I put on YouTube.
So I'll split the part here. When we come back, there'll be one more hour of Dragon Quest VII here on today's stream. We'll see how far we can get. Okay, folks. So yes, it is time for a break. When we come back, we'll see how we can do here. All right, at the end of the stream. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not feeling too positive about it. It sucks. All I want to do is play this game and chill an audience. I can't get enough of an audience to do it. The people who come here are looking for a certain kind of gameplay. And if they don't get the gameplay they want, they either troll the chat or they say, oh, I'm bored, and they leave, and they refuse to support games that I like this one. Not saying every game is that case. I'm saying this particular genre just doesn't do well, and that's what I thought was going to happen. Like, weeks ago, when everyone was asking me as I was finishing Clair Obscur, hey, Phil, do you think you'll play Dragon Quest VII? That would be cool. And I was like, I don't know if I can. You know, I don't see how I can. And then I said, well, I'll just give it a try. I'll take the benefit of the doubt, and okay? All right. Let's go on a break for about 10 minutes. When I come back, we'll chill for a little bit, and then we'll start again, and we will play for at least another hour. We'll see how it goes, okay? Again, if you like this content, if you like JRPGs, now would be the time to support one so I can keep it in the rotation, all right? In the meantime, enjoy some highlight clips.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Whoa! Whoa!
Stay on his asshole, don't lose him.
What in the fuck was that, dude? Holy fucking titty twisting, what the?
See if you can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a
Whoa.
brake and slow the thing down.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Whoa! Whoa!
Stay on his asshole.
Yeah, it looks like the whole chat was this idiot while I was gone, huh? Yeah, he's a fucking moron. And people are, why does Phil ban so many accounts? Gee, I wonder why. You take a look? Did you take a look at the chat? That's why. The deranged. Because the deranged people, that's why. Alright, well, we're going to continue for about another hour till around 4 p.m. Let's see how it goes. If people are here and chill and engage and support, I may keep this in the rotation. Right now, it's not looking good. You know, with the fact that ever since I started playing the game, we made about 25 bucks. I actually made half of what I made already just from the early show. And so much constant complaining. I just don't get it. What I don't get is why people ask me to play this. Like, I told you up front, I said, when I was playing Clair Obscur, I said, I don't think this is going to work. If people don't show up for RPGs, why would people show up for Dragon Quest VII as much as I want to play it? Yet people persisted and said, no, you should play it. You should try new things, and this looks good. You know. All right, guys. Let's continue. Hopefully, we will get some support for our JRPGs in this last hour, and if not, I don't know what's going to happen with this playthrough. Let's be honest. I think you all realize I can't have a game in the rotation that's pathetically slow every time I play it, and we have everyone complaining. Okay? No, Rose Diamonds. See, here's the thing, and this is what people aren't listening to, and it's not you. I'm not complaining to you. I don't want to play Neo 3. I have explained probably 27 times since people asked me to play the Neo 3 demo. I have no interest in playing Neo 3. I played the first 2 games. The second game was boring, and people hated it. And I don't want to play any more Soulsborne Souls-likes. I'd rather just play the real thing. So right now, if you were to say play Neo 3, I'd say, no, forget Neo 3. Let's play Dark Souls 1 or 2 with mods on my PC to make it a new game, because then at least I'm playing the original and best version. I'm not playing some new version of a one that I'm not interested in. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that. I just don't want to play Neo 3. If I force myself to play it, I'll hate the playthrough. I'll rage at it and suck at it, and the only people who will benefit are my trolls who will say, yay, we got our rage bait clip. That's it. So that's why I don't want to play Neo 3. I have no desire to play it whatsoever. It has nothing to do with, oh, I don't know if people will support it. I just don't care for the game. You know, I'm not going to force myself to play something I know I'm going to hate. So I hope that makes sense, right? No, not Thin Ice. In fact, you're going to catch a ban for even saying that, because there's no Thin Ice. She asked an honest question and was trying to be supportive, and I'm answering honestly. That's not Thin Ice, you stupid idiot. What an ass. Well, Kazik says, do you think RPGs would do better on a late stream? Audience is older and working during the day, case for me at least. I have tried this kind of RPG on day and night streams, and I'm sad to say it just doesn't really matter when I play it. You know, the thing is, here's the thing. If I'm on a day stream, right? Typically, I'm either going to be doing a podcast or I'm going to be doing a DSP morning show before. So there's even additional support that comes in for that I count towards the game, and it still doesn't work. You see? Like, on today's morning show, there was something like 20, 30 bucks of support before I started playing this game. And I'm counting that towards the stream, and we're still at 50 bucks. So I don't think anything's really going to help these games at this point, besides people understanding if they want them, they got to be here to support them. And I don't think it's happening at this point. You know, it sucks.
Guys, I hope you're having a good time. Again, if you are, please like the stream. Liking the stream helps for engagement. And if anyone could go above and beyond and support in any other way, I would appreciate that. Really slow night for support, which is not a good sign for this kind of variety game. You know, I'm enjoying myself, but I'm probably not going to be playing this long term if people don't support the streams. Just being honest.
Typical average gamers, that's impossible. He says, what about using Patreon to do playthroughs of games like this where people can actually specifically pay to have a private playthrough of it? The trolls said, the day I opened my Patreon 11 years ago, the trolls outright said, if you ever try to paywall content on Patreon, we'll immediately become a member. So one person would pay like $5, and we'll just go in and we'll rip all your content and put it all over the internet illegally because we don't care. We'll break the law. So I can't do private content. It's not possible. Even here, like members only content, they'll just pay for everyone to have a fake membership that's worth less than a penny. And then you'll have 1,000 people who have access to the content. And I make no money on it. So I can't do, sadly, the things that other people do because the way that people behave towards me. It sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it. There's no such thing as a private stream. The only way that you could do a private stream, I believe, would be members only, but then like I said, you can't do it on YouTube. The members can be bought for less than a penny. This is the problem. All these paywall solutions and things don't work. They don't. Okay, Ember. Ooh, there's a new enemy right there. So to address what this person said, because I don't know how to say his name, NFUKSQ. So they said, could Dragon Quest be a stream that doesn't get support if views are there steady as 200 for a stream? Here's how it works. If I was a streamer who was bringing in thousands of viewers a stream, who was making all kinds of revenue behind the scenes on residuals, if I had brand partnerships, if I was making all of this extra income, you know, then I could easily play whatever I wanted and not give a crap about what comes in on any individual stream. But I'm not. I'm actually a small-time streamer. I don't know how people don't get that. When you look at the views that I get on these streams, I get, what, 200 viewers on YouTube, 100 on Kick, so I'm a 300-viewer streamer. Do I make good money? I do. But that's because I choose the things that will make money. In the future, where I'll actually have enough of a solid viewer base, residuals from ad revenue, all kinds of support on good certain streams, that I will be able to then say, hey, I can play Dragon Quest, and I don't care what I make on the stream today. It doesn't matter. I'm just not at that level. You know, I'm not. Maybe eventually, but not now. And I think people look at guys, giant streamers, who they're in situations where they have 20, 30, 40, 50 times lucky to get the level of attention and support that I get because I'm in a unique position. I know that. Being around so long, being the subject of so many people's ire and attention, I get undue attention for the content I make. Thank you to Rose for $2. I appreciate that, Rose. Just can't support much. I'm sorry that Dragon Quest hasn't been more popular. It's all good. It's certainly not your fault. You don't have to say sorry, but I will say thank you for your support. Well, I just got another $10 from You're Not Funny who says, I will do my best to support JRPGs. Thank you, You're Not Funny. Let's get another animation for you. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, we got another 50 minutes left. Let's get as far as we can get in the game and then see what happens and go from there. Okay? Okay. Oh, that was definitely one. Dabhan says One Piece Odyssey. There you go. That was definite example of a game that I enjoyed and wanted to play, and I toughed it through and did play, and that playthrough did not do well at all. We had dead streams. Seriously. No Doc Space Time. We're not bringing back goals for any games because it's all or nothing when you do something like that. It can't be like, oh, this particular game will have a goal on stream to continue it. Others will not, and then, no, we're not doing that. Boomer Spooner, if I killed games for not making $150, we wouldn't be playing this again today. We wouldn't be playing Hellmart. We wouldn't have played any of the indie games that I've been playing. Should I continue? We wouldn't be playing most games. It's completely false. You're just an idiot.
What a fucking idiot.
Sorry, you're so stupid. So listen to Stalking Tiger. Stalking Tiger just did a $19 super chat and says the following. I hope you continue this game since you're refusing to play Neo 3 or Yakuza 3 Remake. I view you as my employee. If you play good games, you'll get more support. Stop playing boring indies. Ay. Yeah. That's right. Those horrid, boring indies that no one likes and I get no support for, right? Thank you, Stalking Tiger. I like this game and I want to keep playing it. I do. I really, really do want to keep playing it. I want to keep it in the schedule. Hoy. Thank you, Stalking Tiger, for the super chat. Biggest super chat of the day. Okay.
In his good graces before you know it.
You see, this is the double-edged sword of being a variety streamer. I always have something to stream. I'm never bored because there's always stuff to do. At the same time, everyone has different tastes. Everyone. So you'll have people who like the indies and people who don't like them. People who want RPGs and people who don't want them. People who want fighting games and people who detest them. And if you can't get the right audience at the right time, you're kind of shot, you know? I'm lucky that I've done this for so long that I kind of can navigate around, and for the most part, I get it right, but not always, right? Hoy. Okay.
I'll see you there.
Guys, this is the final part of our stream. If you've been watching and enjoying, I hope that you liked the stream for engagement and helped out in that way. Now, last chance to support this stream. If you like it, please support it. If you haven't yet, let's go. Let's get rallying for classic JRPGs here on DSP Gaming, for goodness sakes. A call to action. Call to action. I hereby call all of you to action now. How dare you? Don't you hear me calling? Calling for action? He's sending out the whale call. Answer the call. The call to action on the stream. Don't you hear it? Can you hear the call? Look at the action. Look at the action I'm delivering. It's calling to you. Kiefer has answered the call. He leveled up. There you go. Oh, I swear I pressed the button. Don't you hear the call? Don't you hear the phone ringing? Are you going to let the phone keep ringing? You're not going to answer the phone? Time is running out to answer the call. The call to action. Do you hear the action calling you? If not, perhaps you should adjust your audio device. Raise the volume on the audio listening device. Well, there you go. Troll over on Kick says, cope all you want. This was not a successful stream. That's right, guys. It wasn't. Absolutely not. Absolute opposite of success. No way we could ever consider that this stream was a success, right? That's what the troll said.
What a fucking idiot.
Old Man Nax says, I want to support, but I'm afraid detractors will harass me. Well, then you can tip anonymously. That's why I have tips open on PayPal, because you can say whatever name you want. You could say you're a detractor and tip me. Say you're an idiot and you accidentally tip me by accident. And then no one would know who you are. So here comes a liar now, of course, because trolls are desperately afraid someone would actually contribute. They go, well, Phil will dox you. He'll get all your information if you tip him. Completely false, but, you know, they've been spreading this insanely false narrative for years. They're just assholes. Well, it appears no one heard the call to action. I guess I wasn't loud enough. A suit of scale armor? Ooh, that's got to be good. Oh, you know what? This is actually the perfect place for us to stop, because now we have the save point, right? All right, well, sadly, no one heeded the call to action. No one. So we'll just save here, and this is we will resume next time. Yeah, that's it. It's time's up. Time's up. Oh, nice flex. Look at that, flexing on him. All right.
It's not like there's one consistent. Oh.
Good stuff. So no, we will not continue the adventure. But I hope that you guys who were here live enjoyed the Dragon Quest VII Reimagined stream today. And for those watching on demand, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm sorry that there was some derailing because there's so much trolling today and so much toxicity and negativity. At the same time, I am enjoying the game. We did get some support, so it will continue later on in the week. We'll have to see how it goes. All right. A transgender Asian just subscribed over on Kick. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, why is this screen there? Oh, I wanted to... There we go. We actually got support from Kick. You believe it? We had no support on Kick literally the entirety of the stream. And at the end, a transgender Asian became a subscriber. Very nice. Alrighty, everybody. So, there will be another session of Dragon Quest VII later on in the week. I hope that you guys will join me for it. When exactly? What's today, Monday? Probably Thursday? I'm trying to remember if it would be Thursday or Friday. It's probably going to be Thursday's daytime stream. But don't quote me on that. Because I feel, yeah, it is Thursday's daytime stream. Yep, it'll be Thursday's daytime stream. That's right. So I hope you guys will join me for that on Thursday. Please come back and heed the call to action. Thank you. Sarah has just gifted a sub. She's heeded the call. Thank you, Sarah, for gifting a sub. That's our second contribution on Kick for the day. Listen to that. First, a transgender Asian, and now Sarah have both heeded the call and supported Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Thank you so much for the last-minute support for Dragon Quest. I appreciate that. Guys, I hope you're having a good time. Again, if you are, please like the stream. Liking the stream helps for engagement, and if anyone could go above and beyond and support in any other way, I would appreciate that. Really slow night for support, which is not a good sign for this kind of variety game. You know, I'm enjoying myself, but I'm probably not going to be playing this long term if people don't support the streams, just being honest.